we've been bringing you conversations on Mumbai as a mega city right here at the conference, which has been organized by Mumbai First. And joining us now for a quick chat is Mr. Shirish Sankhe, who's director at Mckinsey. Shirish, it's great to be talking to you. Thank you for taking out the time. Now, we've heard a couple of thoughts since the morning, and we've heard also people from the government machinery sounding as optimistic as ever, and of course talking about their own issues and their own problems. What do you think is really the core of Mumbai's problem? Why has the city, instead of progressing, perhaps regressed in certain ways in the last 5 to 10 years?
Yeah, so there's a technical side and the political side. Okay? On the technical side, we are spending $60 per capita per year when we require 300. Okay, so it's 1:5 ratio, a gap of $240 per capita per year, and then therefore everything you need, whether it's water, whether it's transportation, will not keep up with the growth, right? So that's the...
And this is a number for Mumbai that you're talking
this
about?
Is Mumbai.
Yes,
this is Mumbai, right? And this is based on everything that is spent in Mumbai, right? So that's the technical side, and all that money needs to go into transportation, affordable housing, water, stormwater drains, and everything that we talk about. Okay? So that's the technical answer, which is why Mumbai is not where it should be. The governance answer, just below that there is a governance answer, which is to say that if we have to raise this type of money plus do all the planning and implementation, then who will do it, right? Of course, the long-term answer is, like you say, metropolitan mayor is required, like in New York or London.
Or an elected representative
who is in charge of Mumbai, right?
Yes.
Metropolitan area, not just municipality, right? So that's the long-term answer. Maybe we are not politically ready. But in the short term, there is a whole set of solutions with a bit of political will, not a huge amount, not enough to create metropolitan mayor, but to say that a set of 10, 15, 20 projects that will really change the face of Mumbai can be done. They can be done now, but unfortunately they cannot be done just by the bureaucracy. The political will is required. Sometimes directly from the chief minister and the stakeholders in the city.
So what I understand from your answer is that really it's not about the money, because that's sort of what resonates within the corporate sector as well. When we talk to people, the onus seems to be shifting on to the regulatory agencies and the multiple agencies that govern the city. It's not about the money. Is that right?
Yeah. So the money can be raised. If you say, where is the money, show me in the bank, maybe I will be able to show you only 50%. Just to give an example, BMC is sitting on $6 billion of funds, okay, which if you can levered is $20 billion of projects right there over the next 10 years.
We don't have decent motorable roads in the city,
right,
however.
Exactly, right. So, and they are just with the recent DC rule changes, they are getting 1,500 crores per year just in the fungible FSI charges, okay, that can be levered to 10,000 crores worth of projects every year, okay. So the money is there and a lot more can be raised. I am 100% convinced of that, okay. So the thing is that therefore with that, how do you convert it into doable projects which make the citizens' life livable as well as create the economic growth, right? So that requires an umbrella governance structure which unfortunately we don't have.
So let's assume for an instance that the will comes in. That could be a miracle of God, but let's assume the will comes in and people start working together. Are some of the projects that are being thought of today, I mean, at times you find that by the time they actually come to fruition, perhaps they've already outlived their utility and the problem has increased manifold. How does one tackle that? Yeah,
that's why there's the speed and the number of projects. That's where the $60 per capita to $300 per capita come in, right? We are doing projects worth of $60 per capita per year. Those are not enough. One metro corridor is not enough. You need 9. Okay, you cannot build one half bridge from Bandra to Worli and say we are done. You need a ring road around the city, right? And so on and so on. I'm just talking transportation as an example. One Dharavi project is not enough. You need 20 in the city, right? They are all feasible financially. They're doable, right? But you need to increase the number of projects 5 to 10 fold. The money is there, but the will has to be there.
So what are the most critical steps, or let's say the most critical projects perhaps that if executed over time could change things around?
In each area there are different projects, right? And my prioritization may not be the same as somebody else's, but for me I will start with public transportation. So therefore the 9 corridors of the metro is like critical. We have done one, we have struggled with the second, and third one is not even tendered out, right? So if you do the 9 corridors over the next 7-8 years, the face of Mumbai will change. I'm just giving that as one example. Right?
But to take the metro itself as an example, the first one, which is still not exactly up and running, I mean, it's just final stages of trial. How would you rate the execution? Because execution starts becoming a problem, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. I mean, there were a number of issues related to the structuring of that project. I won't go into the detail, but going forward, we need to learn from that and really figure out how the public-private partnership really works. What does public do and what does private do, right? And that needs to be thought through.
Sure.
And Delhi is one example we can learn from. There are many examples.
Sure.
Again, the technical solution exists, right? So that's one project. For me, the whole coastal ring road, which to decongest the city is very important. Right now, there's one linear road on which we all travel, right?
Right,
So
right.
so you need to do that. Takes around another 10,000, 15,000 crores. Not a big deal. Can be done. On affordable housing, obviously, it's a much more difficult problem. Actually, transportation, I think, can be solved, right?
Yeah,
but low-income housing becomes more difficult.
Okay.
But we have the solutions.
Okay.
But
Okay,
so
so
those are the two areas.
transportation-
So transportation, I'll take first. Then I will go to not first. That is the most important. Low-income housing as important, and then below that, water, wastewater, solid waste management, cleanliness, and so on, which are actually a lot more doable.
You know, on a final note, I'd like to ask you about actual realistic examples. This Mumbai-Shanghai comparison,
Right.
and then Mumbai whatever comparison. For the average citizen on the road, it's almost come to mean nothing at all.
Yeah.
Not even a headline
Not even a
anymore.
headline,
Not even
yeah,
a headline.
yeah.
So, which are the more realistic, perhaps, comparisons, the more realistic lessons that Mumbai could really
I think
learn from?
I don't know what we call the realization. Let's say suppose we say that there are some realistic lessons already within Mumbai which can be replicated. So for me, Bandra Kurla complex, getting both the land monetization and creating a good CBD, Central Business District, is a great example. Now we don't, but we need 5 of those, right? One for distributed growth. So within Mumbai, let's learn what worked, let's replicate that, right?
Sure,
Right? You need BEST as an agency, right? A bus agency plus the electricity. It's actually one of the best practice examples, okay? If you again replicate that, you will get a lot more going. Delhi in India is a good example of at least some unified governance and push, right? Is it possible that the chief minister is directly in charge and pushing? Can our chief minister take the responsibility of Mumbai and push as much as the Delhi chief minister? I know Delhi chief minister is just for Delhi.
It's just for
Mumbai
Delhi, yeah.
chief minister, Maharashtra chief minister is for Maharashtra. But can we, when 20% of the legislative seats come, can we at least put 20% of the efforts in Mumbai? Right?
Well, lots to think about there.
Lots to think about.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Thank you.